Cool. Folks, there is a Mr. Nelson here to see you. Mr. Nelson, please go ahead and make yourself at home and come on in.
Jackson Nelson.
Nice to meet you.
Jackson Nelson.
Greg. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to see you again. So just to fill you two in, me and Greg met at our basketball game over at the rec center, and we were chatting it up and kind of talking about how we should strike up a deal between Walmart and Body Armor. So without further ado, here's my presentation. So Body Armor is a sports drink that, in our motto, is more natural and better hydration. So the ingredients here, it's a natural flavored sports drink, so it's all natural. There's no added chemicals or anything like that. It contains potassium, potassium-packed electrolytes. It's naturally sweetened with pure sugar cane, and the main ingredient is coconut water, and there's no artificial colors. So one question that we get a lot is why coconut water? What makes that so important? And the answer to that is it replenishes amino acids, electrolytes, and it's really nutritional for you. We have a wide variety of flavors because not one flavor is going to satisfy every person. We have fruit punch, orange mango, strawberry banana, grape, lemonade, blackout berry, watermelon strawberry, mixed berry, and tropical punch. So kind of comparing it to other leading brands such as Gatorade or Powerade or anything like that, in our drink there's more electrolytes, it's higher in vitamins and potassium, it's lower in sodium, and it's all natural. So really it's just a healthier choice, and it's not made in a lab per se, it's all natural. As for marketing it and getting it off the shelves, it's really easy to sell to sports-loving people or any active person. It's easy to get people to make the switch from other leading brands because, as we said, it basically does the same thing, but it does it in a more natural, healthier way. And the marketing kind of all starts with the wide variety of cover athletes that we have. And to get that started off here, we have Kobe Bryant, who everybody knows. He's a 5-time NBA world champion, and he owns 10% of the company. He kind of kick-started what we had going on here, and he drinks Body Armor every day, so anybody that's a fan of Kobe Bryant is going to be a fan of Body Armor. Kind of hitting the football side of the cover athletes that we have on the Body Armor team. Richard Sherman, NFL quarterback. He's a champion. 3-time first-team All-Pro, and he's a 4-time Pro Bowler. So you're a fan of football, you're a fan of Richard Sherman, you're a fan of Body Armor. Baseball, Anthony Rizzo, world champion for the Cubs. He's a 3-time All-Star, and he's a Platinum Glove winner. So really, with these 3 cover athletes hitting all 3 sports, if you're a fan of these sports, you're going to try Body Armor, you're going to try, the all-natural hydration. And it's not just for fans of the sports, though. It's if you're an active person and you want a more natural, healthy, way of rehydrating, you're going to choose this over any other leading brand. And if you guys have any questions for me, that's pretty much all the information about Body Armor. Go ahead.
I was going to say, how much is it, did you say?
For 28 fluid ounces, it would be $1.99, and for 16 fluid ounces, it's $1.50. And you guys would be making, so in the deal, you guys would be making 10% off of every sale of Body Armor in your store.
And what is that price compared to other leading brands?
It's a little more expensive than, let's say, Gatorade, who is priced at $1.29 for 16 fluid ounces. But in the long run, if it's healthier for you and you really want to make that leap to an all-natural way of rehydrating, you're going to spend the extra 10, 30 cents, whatever.
And then, could we adjust the prices, or is it that flat?
You guys can do whatever sales you need to at the store, but if you guys are going to do a sale, it's going to cut out of your intake, like your profit. So if that's all the questions that we have, I could call you guys in a week and see if you guys have made a decision on our product.
Maybe you want to take a week to think it over.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the labs and
Yeah.
make sure
Sure.
he's not lying.
Yeah, go look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's good to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Work on your jump shot there, buddy.
Okay, that was a quick one, so I'm going to give these guys a little bit of writing to do. So I'll make my comments first, and then I'll ask them what they think, and then if I have something to follow up, I'll say that at the end as well. I think Jackson, you have your personality type. If I can describe it over the term, I've gotten to know you fairly well. If you have a personality type, I would describe it as just earnest. I mean, you seem like a person who is just like very, well, how can I say? Like, what you see is what you get with you. I mean, you have a very straightforward kind of personality, and I think, frankly, that you're a very straightforward person. And I think that translates well to the other side of the table. Now, what do I think is a good critique for you? I think that if you spend a lot of time up front in the beginning of the salesperson presentation, just building more with the other side of the table. I know that you have the relationship with Greg where you met him at the basketball game there and what have you. That's awesome, but you want to be able to make sure that you're connecting with the other two folks, right? In other words, you want to make sure that you have kind of have a relationship that's established with them before you really whip out the slides. Now, as for those slides, I think that they looked great. I mean, I could see them myself, and I was looking at them. I think they looked great, and I think that they were just what we were looking for when it comes down to visual aid. But I feared that it was just too much of it. I mean, I don't think that you had to really even, just have them go on that long. I think that really, had you structured this in more of a way like where you could ask them more questions about what kind of needs they have or what are things like in the operation, then you would have more opportunities to be able to to be able to fit the slides more to the needs of, was this Walmart? More to the needs of Walmart and not just necessarily, because right now, the way it came off was, it wouldn't matter if this was Walmart, if it was Target, if it was in the mom and pop shop up the street. It would seem like you were making the same presentation. So I think that had this been a game situation, you want to make it so that they seem like this is a little bit more customized to them. And the way to do that is to ask them more questions up front. What do you think about it, Ms. Beersley?
I thought it was really good as far as informing them about all the options that you had. And the only thing, with the need identification, you did a really good job explaining, it's all natural and healthy. You use those words a lot, which is really important. But it was almost phrase it in a way that why they would need the all natural and healthy option. Otherwise, it was really good.
Thank you, Ms. Beersley. What did you think about this, Mr. Ballin?
He used the name drop a lot, and it's a very good use of it because you want to have your credibility for the company and what it is, what it stands for. So that was really good, and also that he had and what Kendall said, that you use the information to your advantage on showing, yes, it's more healthy than Gatorade, Powerade, and it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it in the long run.
Thank you, Mr. Ballin. Thoughts, Ms. Housingen?
I think I liked how when he was talking about why it should appeal to the athletes, I like that he gave certain different people throughout athletics that use a product and own the product, like he said. But I agree that he needed more of a connection in the beginning because it was just kind of there and then it was gone, and it was straight in the presentation, but it was good.
Yeah, never undersell that with Ms. Jackson. I mean, you think about this for the future. It's not just for the class, but for the future. Your ability to really come across as a really friendly person. You don't get very many opportunities like that. And at the beginning of the presentation, that's when you want to do it. And Mr. Brazilla, what are your thoughts?
I also liked how you kind of connected with the athletes who are using it because, especially even with little kids, they even just see a commercial Kobe Bryant's drinking this, I want to drink it. So I like how you really made that connection.
Yeah. I think that I agree with both Mr. Brazillo and Mr. Ballack in that your use of leveraging the star power of those athletes was really something that not all of us present in this class or in life are going to really be able to draw upon that. But I like the way that you made it so that they could identify with the star power there. I think the other side of the table was very gracious in that they did not bring up some of the perhaps downsides of star power, particularly in the case of Kobe Bryant and some of the things that he may or may not have done. But that's something that you have to be willing to guard yourself from. And I don't know if you prep for that, but that's just something that we should probably bring up, is that, sometimes when you use star power, they have the ability to look at a person's entire career and say, hey, wait a minute, what about that one time? That kind of thing. So that's the kind of worry. I think I'm not doing us a service if I don't bring that up. But well done. Great job both sides of the table. Thank you.